learner friends. Our theme this week is owls. I have picked out some great books and activities to share with you today. But first, let's get started with our hello song. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? How are you today? My first book I'd like to share with you today is titled Wow, Said the Owl. It's written by Tim Hopgood and published by Macmillan Children's Books. At night, when we are feeling tired and ready for bed, owls are just waking up. Owls live in a nighttime world. They have eyes that can see in the dark. But this little owl was a curious owl. Instead of staying awake all night, as little owls are supposed to do, she took a long nap and woke up just before dawn. Wow, said the owl. She couldn't believe her eyes. The sky was a warm and wonderful pink. Wow, said the owl, as the yellow sun shone through the morning mist. Wow, said the owl, as white fluffy clouds floated across the bright blue sky. Wow, said the owl, when she saw that the leaves on her tree were green. Wow, said the owl, as the pretty red butterflies flew by. She watched them land on the bright orange flowers which opened up in the warm sunshine. Up in the sky, the clouds turned gray and it started to rain, but the sun was still shining. Wow, said the owl, as a rainbow of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet filled the air. The little owl sat happily in her tree and watched as the sun went down and the moon came up. The daytime is full of beautiful colors, she thought. But wow, said the owl, the nighttime stars are the most beautiful of all. Too excited to sleep, the little owl stayed awake all night long, just like little owls are supposed to do. The pictures or illustrations in Wow, said the owl, are so pretty. My favorite picture in the book, or the favorite illustration of the book, is the last page with all of the stars. Do you have a favorite page? I have a finger play about a wide-eyed owl. Get those hands ready. Here we go. there's a wide-eyed owl with a pointy nose, 2 pointed ears, and claws for toes. He lives way up high in the tree, and when he looks at you, he'll flap his wings and say, "Hoo, hoo, hoo." Our next book is about a little owl who loves the night forest. Its title is Little Owl's Night, written by Divya Srinivasan and published by Penguin Group. Little Owl was having a wonderful night. He watched the furry possum family waddle along in a neat row. Hedgehog sniffed around the mushroom patch, and Skunk was eating berries because he couldn't find no snails. By the river, beavers gnawed at a tree, and Turtle hid in her shell as fireflies danced all around. Little Owl visited his friend the raccoon. As they sat in the clover, fog rolled in and hovered just overhead. Moths fluttered toward the moon. Silver dust fell from their wings. Little Owl wanted to follow, but it was time to head home. On the way, Little Owl flew by Grumbly Cave. Bear was inside, snoring up a storm. "Wake up, Bear! Don't sleep all night." Little Owl sang, "I want to show you the moon." But the bear kept snoring as usual. Little Owl flew home to his tree, gazing at the sky. He wondered if the bear had even seen stars. Little Owl sat on his branch. How he loved the night forest. Frog croaked softly. Cricket chirped smartly. Little Owl heard rustling at the foot of his tree. Fox had come to say hello. It was late now. The bats were gliding home. "Mama," Little Owl whispered, "tell me again how night ends." "The moon and the stars fade to ghosts," Mama said. "Spider webs turn to silver threads. Dewdrops sparkle on leaves, and grass like tiny stars come down." Moonflowers close and morning glories open. The sky brightens from black to blue, blue to red, red to gold. "The rooster crows, the crows caw, and the day begins," said Mama. But Little Owl did not hear. He was fast asleep. So many different animals like to be up at night. Animals that are awake during the night and that sleep during the day are called nocturnal animals. Are you nocturnal? Do you like to sleep at night or during the day? I do like to take a nap during the day sometimes, but when it gets dark outside, I'm always ready for bed, so I'm not nocturnal. I don't stay up at night and sleep all day like nocturnal animals do. People are not nocturnal. I have a song for us to sing. It's called Like an Owl. Flap your wings and fly around, fly around, fly around. Flap your wings and fly around, just like owl. Open your eyes big and wide, big and wide, big and wide. Open your eyes big and wide, just like owl. Turn your head and say ooh, 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 ooh. Turn your head and say ooh, 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 just like owl. That was fun. Thanks for singing along. Let's read Little Owl's Egg, written by Debbie Gliori and published by Bloomsburg Publishing. Little Owl's mommy had some very exciting news. She had laid a beautiful egg. Guess what? Said Little Owl's mommy. We're having a new baby owl. No, said Little Owl. No, no, no. No, said Mommy. No, said Little Owl. I'm your baby owl. You don't need a new one. Mommy Owl blinked. Silly me, she said. You're right. Besides, this egg is far too quiet to be a baby owl. Perhaps it's a baby worm. They're so silent and undemanding. Just a bowl of dirt from time to time. Wouldn't that be lovely? No, said Little Owl. No, no, no. Not a wiggly worm. Ew. Mommy Owl smiled. No, she said, you're right. It doesn't wiggle. Perhaps it's a pretend egg made of chocolate. Wouldn't that be good? No, Little Owl sighed. Chocolate eggs are no fun. They don't know how to play, and they melt if you hug them. Mommy Owl prodded the egg. You're right, Little Owl. This egg is far too cold to be made of chocolate. Poor egg. Feel it. It's freezing. I wonder if we're having a baby penguin. Goodness, we'd better go and catch some fish for its dinner. No, Little Owl squeaked. No, not a penguin. Fish. Yuck. Mommy Owl patted the egg. What a silly mommy. Penguin eggs are warm. It's crocodile eggs that are chilly. That's it. We're having a baby crocodile. I wonder what they eat. Little Owl's eyes grew wide. No, he whispered. Not a crocodile. Probably not, whispered Mommy. Besides, it's a huge egg, far too big to be a crocodile. Perhaps it's elephant, yelled Little Owl. That would be amazing. We could have the best water fights. No, said Mommy, no. Think of our nest. That would be a catastrophe. No, you're right, said Little Owl. Besides, elephants can't fly, but dragons can. Ooh, I hope it's a dragon egg. Oh, goodness, squeaked Mom. No, no, no. But it is a very splendid egg, said Little Owl. It must be something very special inside. Perhaps it's a baby princess wormy choco penguin crocophant drag owl. I've heard that they eat only very special food. 80-legged snort beans, green gloopy gargoyle taters, sounds awful, groaned Mommy. You know, continued Little Owl, a little owl just like me would be much more fun than a baby princess wormy choco penguin crocophant drag owl. Yes, said Mommy, we'd love a baby owl much more than a baby anything else. Little Owl put his wings around the egg and gave it a hug. Inside, a tiny heart beat steadily. When will our egg be ready? Said Little Owl. Soon, said Mommy. If it's a new little owl, then I'll be a new big owl, said Little Owl. Yes, said Mommy, you'll be my new big owl, and I'll love you always. Always, said Little Owl. Always, said Mommy. I have a felt board activity to share with you about 5 little owls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little owls sitting in a tree. They were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 flew away, and then there were 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little owls sitting in a tree. They were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 flew away, and then there were 3. 3 little owls, 1, 2, 3, sitting in a tree. They were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 flew away, and then there were 2. 2 little owls, 1, 2, sitting in a tree. They were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 flew away, and then there was 1. 1 little owl sitting in a tree. He was shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. He flew away, and then there were no little owls sitting in the tree. The last book I have to share with you is titled Good Night Owl, written by Pat Hutchins and published by Macmillan Publishing Company. Owl tried to sleep. The bees buzzed, buzz, 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 and Owl tried to sleep. The squirrel cracked nuts, crunch, 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 and Owl tried to sleep. The crows croaked, caw, caw, and Owl tried to sleep. The woodpecker pecked, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. An owl tried to sleep. The starlings chittered, tweet, 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 tweet. An owl tried to sleep. The jays screamed, "Ark, ark!" And the owl tried to sleep. The cuckoo called, "Cuckoo, cuckoo!" An owl tried to sleep. The robin peeped, pip, pip, pip. An owl tried to sleep. The sparrows chirped, cheep, 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 cheep. An owl tried to sleep. The doves cooed, coo, coo. An owl tried to sleep. The bees buzzed buzz, and the squirrel cracked nuts, crunch, crunch. The crows croaked, caw-caw. The woodpecker rat-a-tat-tatted. The starlings chittered, tweet, 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 tweet. And the jays screamed, ark, ark. The cuckoo called, cuckoo, cuckoo. The robin peeped, pip, pip. And the sparrows chirped, cheep, cheep. And the doves cooed, croo, croo. An owl couldn't sleep. Then darkness fell, and the moon came up, and there wasn't a sound. Owl screeched, 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 and woke everyone up. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I know I did. Be sure to watch next week when our theme is turkeys. But now it's time for our goodbye song. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you all next time. Bye-bye.